G'day, Greg here. Well, you've been burning your fire all winter and you're left with a whole lot of ash. Now, what to do with this ash? And is it good for your garden? Well, yes it is. And no, it's not. Now, wood ash is good for your garden. There's no two ways about it. But it's all about moderation. And I wouldn't be putting big chunks of it, laying it, an inch thick everywhere. I'd just be sprinkling it around all over my lawn or all through the garden, and it will eventually seep into the soil. Wood ash is also really good for clay soils. It actually gets in there, creates air pockets, and helps break down the soil into more manageable clumps. You can also use it for sprinkling around your vegetables. If you've got grubs and slugs and snails crawling through your garden, just sprinkle some wood ash over and around your veggies, and it will deter those snails and slugs and everything. They hate crawling in the stuff. Now, because wood ash contains about 25% calcium carbonate, which is a key ingredient in lime, it's really good for acidic soils. So if you've got acidic soils, sprinkle some wood ash around and it will help to balance your pH in your soil, sweeten that soil up and get things growing again. On the downside, of course, if you're adding it to already alkaline soil, it can stop those plants bringing the nutrients in from the soil, so it can have an adverse effect. Also, you've got to remember that because it does raise the pH level in your soil, if you're growing blueberries or you've got azaleas, adding wood ash to the soil around these plants won't do them any good because they like acidic soils. So plants that do like acidic soils, don't put wood ash around. It will do more harm than good. And if you're not sure what your soil type's like, go and get a pH tester and test it out. Now, apparently it's good for deterring deer and rabbits as well. Just throwing some wood ash over your garden, they won't like it at all. Now, if you've got slugs and grubs eating at all your beautiful plants' foliage, throw some wood ash over it. That'll stop them. Don't throw too much though, you might suffocate those plants and you'll have to reapply it after it rains. Now, if you've got piles of leaves lying around, throw some wood ash on them. It will help the leaves break down. Now, it's also good for compost, just a handful though. Just stir it through, mix it up. Compost can get pretty acidic and it can help raise the pH of your compost and just keep it all in line. It can add good bacteria to your compost and help it break down a lot easier as well. And if you've got a smelly compost, throw some on there. It'll help reduce the smell. It also contains some potassium, which is good for flowering plants. So for me, why not? Just throw it around as a general fertiliser. Won't look too good, but it'll look alright once the rain comes or you've hosed it in. One thing I wouldn't be doing is throwing this stuff around on a windy day. It will blow everywhere and become a nightmare. Now, I'm only talking about wood ash today. If you've got ash from burning coal or paper, that can be toxic to your plants, so keep it well away from all your garden. And remember, never ever burn treated pine. That stuff is treated with arsenic and it will not only kill your garden, but it will kill you as well if you start burning it. So like I've always said, blaze on up. Enjoy your fire and enjoy the byproducts of it. Well, I hope this video was helpful in some way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Greg the Gardener. Oh, and one more tip, if you're going to start throwing it around your garden, don't wear a black shirt.